right, so this is the.
All right. Hey, y'all. So we are going live. Welcome to the Jamily. This is going to be like one of our kind of first lives that we're doing. We've done a couple, but we're going to start doing a lot more. We're going to start doing these weekly roundups, if you want to call them, of all the different things we talk about. You know, we cover a lot of reality TV shows. There's a lot been going on this week. We're going to be talking Blueface, Ray J, Blueface and all his women, some other people from reality TV shows, and yeah, D4 BD David. There was some news about him today as well, so we're going to go over that. And yeah, so go ahead and subscribe if you don't, or like, start following us if you don't already. We do put up a lot of content. Go check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We are very active on Facebook. And now we have the Jamily. So welcome to the Jamily again. And yeah.
All right, yeah. So whilst I was working, bear with us. This is our first one. We're doing this.
Right.
But, so we're going to be talking about various things as we said. So what we're going to start with is Blueface and what he's been having going on lately.
Blueface has had a lot going on, a whole lot. He got about 3 different girlfriends at this point. He's cycling out all these different women. It looks like he's doing some heavy flirtation with Jaden too still. Because we did see,
he still mess with Jaden.
Yeah, we did see over the break, they kind of were having some little flirtation stuff.
Well, no, I mean, they could have just been having family time, I guess you could say. But
I guess he tried to get her to kiss him. And let's talk about that. Well, yeah, people do.
It ain't right.
But that don't mean
right, but I'm just saying.
like it's cool. But yeah, like I guess a lot of people had a lot of issues with the way he was talking to her in front of the children. Like he kind of was being very explicit.
Overly subjective.
Overly. And the little girl is sitting there and it's just like, and his little boy is sitting there and she's kind of telling him like, chill out on talking to me in a certain way, which I can understand that. She also got in a car accident.
Who?
Jaden. She got in a car accident.
Oh yeah, I did.
She got in a car accident. The kids were in the car. People were spreading rumors that she had been under the influence. I didn't see where that was confirmed or denied. Well, it was denied. Jaden did deny it, but people kept talking about it. So I don't know. But she did get in a car accident. Thank goodness everybody was safe. So let's move on to Nevaeh. Heaven spelled backwards. Okay.
It's an irritating name.
Nevaeh is okay. So Nevaeh presents herself as this really strong young lady because she is young. I think she's only like 20. I think she's very young. And I felt, and a lot of people in the comments were like, "Oh, this might be the one." You know what I mean? As far as Blueface, because he was really like affectionate with her. He seemed to kind of talk to her differently than he would talk to Chrisean. And so people were kind of, I think, hopeful. But
getting a tattoo of his name under your chin doesn't against that. It comes to it.
And then she caught a bunch of flack because it was spelled wrong. And she talked about that like yesterday. And she was trying to explain that she Googled how to spell his name, but I feel like if you've been all up in the damage, you should know how to spell this man's name.
This is true.
I don't know, because moms called him out. Carlissa called him out. The other woman, as Blueface was, called him out because she's like, first of all, if you're going to get my son's name tattooed, you need to know how to spell his name.
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes sense. That kind of was a little bit embarrassing. I mean, she played it off like she wasn't embarrassed, but he said he don't care, so whatever.
I mean, he probably don't care.
No,
but,
he don't.
I mean, it is kind of what it is. What about Blueface shows that he's going to care about something like that. He does what he do.
Yeah. And then, what else happened with the bed? So, what is T.I.'s son's name?
Oh, you talking about King.
King Harris. Yeah. This was just weird, okay? King apparently, everybody keeps saying that the man looks like King Harris. I mean, I don't know. I think that's kind of mean. They're the same complexion, I guess. But I personally don't think they look that much alike. King is a strange looking little boy, or man. But anyway, let's get into that because Blueface was disrespectful, and he said basically like, yeah, you look like my bitch. So
look like my bitch.
Yeah, he said that King Harris is my type of bitch. That's what he said, which was kind of like strange. Then King went off online per use because King be going off like that, and he was like, "That's disrespectful," which it is because that's a whole man that you're talking about, and he doubled down on it. It was like, I mean, you're petite and light skinned. I can't help what I like type thing. Very weird.
Very pause worthy.
Very weird interaction for sure. So yeah, and then like we'll get into the new girl. I don't know her name, y'all. Y'all can put her name in the comments. I don't know, but she seems smart by all accounts. Well, she's educated. Let's say that she's educated. I think she has a master's degree. She's a nurse. People were on his live, you know, asking a whole bunch of questions. And
she was rocking with it though.
She was rocking with it. She's very, like, I would say she's like the calmest one out of all the girls.
And that's why she won't be around too.
Yeah. I don't know. They asked her, does she have a father? They're probably saying that because why would you be with Blueface? She said yes, her dad played in the NFL. Don't know why we need to know that. But yeah, that's the new girl. Don't know how long they'll last. She pretty much told him on the live that I think they were like, she said she's still trying to decide whether she like him or not.
What do you? I mean, she's there, but you know.
Thank you for joining.
Hello, everybody, for watching. So, how you feel this show has been going, or just everything with the lack of Miss Chrisean? Because we were watching the Blueface show on Stock, whatever the hell that's called. Their shows,
whatever, but it was on Patreon.
Yeah,
right.
And it was one. It seems like the Carlissa show to me personally.
Well, I think that it is. Like, there is, times where Carlissa talks about how Blue told her, yeah, show up anytime, I'll open the door, we can film, whatever, which is an indicator. We all thought this was going to be Blueface show when he was coming out. That was just kind of how it was presented. And I think we found out very quickly that this is more so the Carlissa show. And I'm not going to lie to you, Blueface be going off on Carlissa and telling her she needs to just be a mom, stop trying to be, a young lady like his young ladies that he's with. And so, I don't know. It looks like she's grasping for content a little bit. The only time that stuff really goes off again is when Blueface or Chrisean pop up, but as we all know, Chrisean is.
He has not been on.
By all accounts, looks like she's moving on. I think that.
No, she's out here trying
to. Well, I said it appears. It appears kind of that she's moving on from Blueface, at least for now. That's what she's saying. I know she's trying to become a boxer, right? She's super athletic. Everybody knows that about. She got hands. The girl does got hands.
She does not have boxing hands.
But you can train for that. She's training.
She needs to not do that.
Listen,
she needs to not do that.
We're not going to crush nobody's dreams. We're not dream.
That's what she's gonna be questioning.
So, what happened with what's that boy's name? The boxer.
He just like to me. It just looked like they're hanging out, playing around. Ryan Garcia is not checking for no Chrisean Rock.
Did you hear what happened though?
What?
That Chrisean, they had set up like a whole streaming situation, and Chrisean, I guess they were supposed to go. Ryan told her to show up so they can go rock climbing. And she told him that she's not trying to make it look like it's no dating type thing. And he said she basically made it weird. And he was like, he's definitely not interested in Chrisean in that way.
Exactly.
So that was weird. That was a weird situation.
I mean, she's probably being a little bit too, I don't know if you want to say too worried about how she's being in that situation. Like, ain't nobody. he's not checking for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need that right now. Streaming, build your own platform, do your thing. Chrisean should have went ahead and did it, but she, in the back of her mind, she keeps Blueface there with whatever she's doing.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. So that's on her pretty much. You probably missed the opportunity of one of the most, publicized, popular boxers right now currently.
I don't know. I think she's just in a weird space right now, just trying to find herself, I guess, and hopefully she kind of stays on that path.
Give it about 2-3 more months.
You think she's gonna go back to?
She'll be back.
I did see where she was apologizing to him. I'm kind of like, why?
Because she shouldn't need to. And I mean, who's to say that whatever their experiences are, whatever. I don't really care. It's fun, and hopefully because she keeps going in circles. I'd rather see her do something and take whatever talent she has and build something of herself. She don't do it, so kind of hard to egg her on personally.
Yeah,
that's how I see it.
Yeah, so. I don't know. It seems like you're not team Chrisean.
Why do I have to?
Because she's trying, I guess.
Well,
and this has been the longest amount of time that she's really tried, aside from him actually being away. You know what I'm saying? But that was your point. Your point was, why didn't she do all this while he was not around? It looked like, again, when he got out, she was hoping for some type of rekindling, and they didn't go down.
Oh, they rekindled. Trust me, she's the first person he knocked down when he got out. Chrisean was the first person he knocked down when he got out. He got the yams, and then he went to Jaden, got those, moved on.
I don't know. I feel like maybe he didn't. I don't know. Only because.
Where are you from?
No, I'm from. But listen.
So you should know more than me.
No, and that's only because Blueface was acting like. No, I'm not basing it off of Chrisean. I'm basing it off of Blueface.
Well,
he was acting. Blueface was acting like he was disgusted. He just I'm just trying to hang out with my kid.
No, his first footage that we seen of him when he was out when they was in the studio. Because Chrisean's walking around
looking at her in the face.
Because it had already popped off more than likely. He just got out.
Yeah.
That went down for sure. And no disrespect to, Chrisean, but it is what it is. And honestly, it would be understandable. Ain't nobody even gonna look down on you about this. That if anything, him, because he took advantage of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, it's what it is. But who knows? I don't know. I ain't in their bedroom, so. Off of Blueface, on to the next. So,
well, we can talk about them all
day.
It's constant. Something going on.
There'll be something on the next roundup about them.
For sure. All right.
So, love after lockup and love during lockups. Zeruiah and Troy. And we have an interview with them. Go ahead and check it out.
Yeah, we did it about a couple weeks ago.
About a month ago.
Yeah.
About a month ago.
The interview went well. They seemed cool. It was kind of a lot going on during the interview, slightly.
But it was a good interview. Yeah. It was a good interview, and we appreciate their interview.
Yeah,
and it looks like they were out doing a meet and greet.
It was in Florida.
Yeah. Was it South Palms?
I don't know exactly where, but I'm gonna assume somewhere like that. But they had a meet and greet at a club or whatever, and then over the last couple of days, we've been hearing that Zeruiah was arrested for, what does it say? Assault with a deadly weapon without intent to unalive. What does that mean?
That means she assaulted somebody and she wasn't trying to.
Off them for real. Yeah. Okay.
So
But my understanding is a deadly weapon.
Some sort of weapon.
It could be a pair of pants. It could be anything. Apparently.
Yeah. So she was at first being held without bond. Yeah. But she has since gotten bond and things. Thank you, everybody who is watching.
Yeah.
Give us a heart, give us a like, let us know, interact with us. If you got something you want to talk about, leave us a question or something. We'll talk to you. We here, we live. We here. But so she has gotten the bond since. Troy was, talking about it. He did put a post up here in regards to that. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit, y'all.
It said a whole lot.
It says a lot,
It said a whole lot.
Understandably so, though. His wife is,
Yeah. So I'll talk about a little bit of what he saw. Basically, of course, people know the history of Troy and Zeruiah. Zeruiah and Troy actually, even on our interview, talked about how there was some physical things that had gone on with them in the past, whatever. So people, when they saw that it was just Zeruiah that was arrested, the assumption was she did something to Troy or Karen. But we all know Karen, they ain't messing with Karen right now. So Karen definitely probably wouldn't have been in Florida with them. Karen has since responded. She doesn't even know what's going on. All she knows is Troy. I think he's now back at home, and their kids were out there with them. So I don't know. It's pretty interesting. But anyway, he got really upset because he felt like a lot of the blogger pages, we didn't do this, but a lot of the blogger pages put out false statements and said that Zeruiah put hands on him. He's saying that is not true. And that's all we can go by because none of us were there. So, we generally try not to like assume anything, especially because we've interviewed a lot of these people and gotten to know them just a little bit more. And so you got to be careful when you're throwing out accusations.
And the one thing I will say, they seem pretty, who knows? Even if it was, it probably won't hear about it, but they seem pretty, authentic about it. So. But that's what has been going on in that world with the Love After Lockup, and also since we're here on Love After Lockup and Love During Lockup, we do currently there is going to be a new season of Love During Lockup coming up soon here.
Thanks for joining, Shay.
Thanks for joining, and we're definitely going to be putting some stuff out on that coming up soon. We'll be reviewing that because that's community that we love work with. I'm looking forward to that season coming up. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
So outside of that, my little rambling. So Ray J, who has been in multiple things for about the last month or so. He had the whole thing with the live stream with the weaponry on there.
Yeah.
Whatnot. Just recently, we put something up on our socials about him being alone for Christmas, pretty much. We put up send Ray J some love because he looked like he needed now.
Ray J is going through it.
He is.
Ray J is going through it. It's hard to tell sometimes with Ray J, like what he's playing about and what he's not playing about. Like, he's been doing a lot of trolling lately. One of the things that he did was he made some accusations in regards to Diddy. I don't know. He pulled up to me. It sounded like Orlando Brown, just kind of spatting out some stuff. I don't know. He say it's cool with Diddy. I wouldn't be cool if I was Diddy and he was doing that. But I don't know. Like I said, Ray J has been trolling a lot lately. Then he said that he was on the tour, on Brandy and Monica's tour bus, and he got kicked off, which is kind of funny, but not really. But he got kicked off, and then he said he was doing a hitchhiking tour.
Well, he showed him out there with his thumb.
Yeah, he did not get to spend time with from what we read or what we understand, he didn't get to spend time with his children for the holidays because of court orders, which was pretty sad. But again, what he did was pretty serious as far as the live with the weapon and whatnot. So, I mean, that's kind of like the consequences of that. But hopefully, Ray J is a businessman. At the end of the day, he has a lot of businesses. I would say Ray J is successful, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully he gets focused again, and kind of get out of all this mess that he's in. Yeah. That's a lot of mess. The girl that's always on the live with him, I'm not buying that they're really together. This girl is from Love Cabin. I didn't know about Love Cabin, y'all. That was not a show that I watched. I just saw him on a live with her and we posted it because it was funny. Again, he was trolling. He was telling the girl he would never love her. It was just a little harsh or whatever. But I don't know. Shout out to Ray J. Hopefully he starts feeling a little bit better. And
I think he'll put. I mean, he's been in it so long. I'm pretty sure that he'll be able to.
Yeah.
So that's Ray J. What else we had going on? We had this.
I don't know how to say that boy name.
Talil.
I don't even want to call him Tilly.
Talil James.
and Jordan. Colleen. Neither one of these young people I knew anything about until a couple weeks ago.
Where accusations
Jordan is
SA.
accusing him of SA, and she did a whole video with like a crop top on and like talking, and some of it just seemed a little whatever, but we're very sensitive to victims, so I don't know. But then he comes out and he says it's absolutely not true. He showed receipts. He ended up taping her as she was saying, like, basically, I think she had after guilt.
She ain't no after. She was acting like she did. She was playing a game.
Oh, she was saying she didn't want to be a one night stand.
Yeah, because he got paper.
Yeah.
And, as soon as we seen that thing, I said, I don't even know, shorty. She on some BS. Off top. That's the first thing I said. And listen, I get it. Always believe the victim. Yes, cool. So guess what? I believe her, but I'm assuming she's on BS still. At the end of the day, she was on BS. Now, if it would have really happened, cool. That's why I said, hey, I believe her, but I assume she's on some BS. It turned out to be that way because her story did not line up, and I'm glad he had enough foresight to protect himself and keep those things. Now, this goes for men and women. Mm-hmm. Most people need to do this. Protect yourself from men, protect yourself from women, protect yourself from whatever pronoun you want to say you got to protect yourself from. But just watch that because you have situations like that because obviously she's trying to extort them. You know what I'm saying? And that's... Well,
that hasn't been confirmed yet.
Well, I mean, he showed the Venmo request for $2,000.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yes, he had Venmo receipts for her asking for $2,000.
Oh, wow, I didn't.
Then when he didn't send it, she was like, I'm going to show you the real me. She was on one. And I mean, I'm going to be honest. Hey, in her line of, class where she's at with the people she's around, that $2,000 is pretty much the same as $40. So that shows you how she views herself. But anyways, so yeah, but that happened. And we're gonna jump off that before I say something to get myself.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead.
But let's go over here. So on some somber news, Mickey Lee from Big Brother,
which we
reviewed. I did not do the season finale, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm gonna tell you in a second, but she was one of the better players on there.
She was a fierce player. She was really good,
and she passed away.
Yeah, so she had pneumonia, they said, and then she ended up having cardiac arrest more than once. Pretty sad situation. I don't know her age, but I know she is pretty young.
Yeah, she was in her late 20s, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was like, she's like 27, 28. She's pretty young.
Wow. And then there's what's the girl, Ashley. So the winner of he doesn't like Ashley. The winner of Big Brother, they were close on the show. They were pretty close. But Mickey felt a way about how Ashley played the game, and they kind of fell out a little bit. And technically, her being the winner kind of sucked just because I didn't even feel, this is my first season watching Big Brother, like, I didn't even feel like Ashley did that much to win, but apparently she did enough, and she won that bag. But Mickey wasn't rocking with her, and apparently that carried on after the show. They had fell out, and coincidentally, Ashley texted Mickey a couple weeks back or so, and was trying to reconcile, and because there was some stuff with them going back and forth. Mickey had said something about they were asking her about being African American on the show, and she was speaking on something about herself, but then she said, I'm not quite sure if Ashley is full African American, and Ashley then pulled up her receipts and like, here, both my parents, they black, whatever. So they kind of were going back and forth off some dumb stuff, but we don't know if she ever got that text message or not. I don't know if they were ever really reconciled, but she ended up passing away. Ashley caught a lot of flack because she posted the text to her followers
after she passed.
Yeah,
and
it does feel away. But she said she did that because she felt like, because as you know, like with followers and different things like that, sometimes people
they kind of
get that courage because they don't see you in person. You know what I mean? And they go in your comments and they were accusing her being evil and, putting that death on her. And like, that's not cool.
Yeah, no, that's
you know what I'm saying? So I think from what Ashley said, she felt like she had to defend herself. And so that's what she did. I personally wouldn't have done that. That's a personal exchange with someone. And after they pass, it just doesn't hold Ashley in the best light. I don't feel like.
Well, there's not a good light to really hold her in because she sucked in the game and she won that money for no reason. Rest in peace, Mickey. if anything, she was one of the fierce competitors on
yeah,
that. So,
she was dope.
she
really
definitely
sad.
would have been back as like a great player.
For sure. I would have liked to see her again, and even though again this was my first season of Big Brother.
But rest in peace. And
Thank
finally,
you for joining.
We're going to get over into an update.
Yeah.
And I'll let you take that.
So I have been keeping up with the David case. Periodically, I'll do like these updates on the case, and it is looking like David cooked, I would say. They have done their due diligence. They had a grand jury looking over evidence, which is a big deal because that by having that grand jury, that allowed them to get witnesses, subpoena witnesses that before would not testify or were disappearing or not showing up to the police station, whatnot, basically made them testify. So apparently they have now gathered enough evidence and it is looking like he will be indicted for Celeste Rivas murder, which again is a very, very, very sad case because this is a little girl. So no matter how anybody tries to shape it, this is a child that was found in somebody's trunk. You know what I mean? And it's really bad. So I hope whoever did it, and they're saying that it's not just him. And
so like him and accomplices. So
him and accomplices, or even like just trying to dispose of the body and whatnot. Hopefully she receives justice because that is horrible. Yeah. So that is the latest update on David.
So that's pretty much all we have for now. We will be back doing this in a couple. We're gonna make this a regular thing. We want to see, get some interactions. You guys see me here today. Yeah. Give us some comments. Let us know. Talk with us. We'll interact.
Yeah,
we're gonna make this a regular
thing. We're new to this, so we'll get into all the gifting and things like that.
And you know what? Give us a like, a comment, subscribe, follow us, join the Jamily as you see right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Boom. And we look forward to interaction on a regular basis with you guys. We really appreciate the people that joined and the ones that won't.
Yeah, and again, follow us on all our social medias. We do have a YouTube channel. We do long form videos on YouTube. Keep that in mind. I have the things that you do that are long form.
I have the Shillverse, SHILLVERSE. Check me out there. I talk about movies and shows in different areas.
Yeah.
And you have.
And I just wrapped up Welcome to Derry, which if y'all have not seen it, it was amazing. I'm wrapping up part 2 of the batch of new release episodes for Stranger Things on Netflix.
Force actually will be coming out tomorrow. So I have I do Power Force and Fallout, but yeah.
And then also Married to Medicine.
Married to Medicine, which I've been trying to get her to do. She's
and then follow me on Life of Meka. That's more like hair stuff, makeup, DIY, family stuff, restaurants we like to eat at, stuff like that. So
right, y'all. We appreciate you, and we are going to get up out of here. So see you later.
Oh no.